Saturday, Manly 26, Cowboys 6. Now, this game, obviously a big change for the Cowboys heading into this game was Tom Dearden moved to number 7 and Jackson Purdue moved to 5'8", which left Cliffo as 18th man. And I really felt for Cliffo last week. Obviously, thought he'd been doing a really good job for the Cows in the halves. And obviously, Todd Payton and the coaching staff, made the change to see Jackson Purdue in number 6, which I really liked. I know I definitely feel, on one hand, I really feel for my good mate Cliffo. But on the other hand, I love to see Tom in 7 and Jackson in 6. Jackson's been excellent at left centre and done a really, really good job. And for someone who hasn't played centres pretty much ever to go into the NRL and just play centre and do an excellent job, he's been a half 5'8" for his whole junior career. So goes back to his more preferable position. And I know a lot of Cows fans will probably blame that decision for their loss, but it wasn't. That's not the reason why they would have won or would have lost the game. The change in the halves, Jackson is a long-term option at 5'8", like a 10. Like I said last week in the pod, Jacko's a 300-game Cowboys player in my opinion, and he's a 20 Origin game player for Queensland. You give someone like that time in a position, and he shouldn't be judged off one game. I didn't think he played poor.
No, he didn't play poor.
No,
not at all.
He just probably didn't have his best game. So,
it's a bit of an adjustment, right?
Yeah, it's an adjustment for sure. It's going to take him a little bit of time as well to be in game and adjust on the run. That takes a bit of time. So, the Cowboys just look flat.
Yeah. The question I got for you is do you think that change was made at the right time? Because obviously, they came off that 30-all draw against Panthers, but before that, it was they had the bye, and then before that, they were on a 4-game win streak or something. So what do you think warranted that decision? Because I thought Cliff was doing a great job.
Cliff was doing a great job. You know what I mean? That's why, and I'm really good mates with Cliffo, so I do feel for him in that regard. But also, I'm was it, to answer your question, was it the right time? Well, it's if not now, then when? You know what I mean? When is the right time? Do you wait until you lose games, or do you sort of be proactive and have a look at it now? And the contract situation of Cliffo's off contract this year, Tom Duffy's off contract this year, Jackson Purdue's off contract next year. But they would be talking to Jackson Purdue now about signing, even though he's a year out.
Yep.
They're probably not talking to Cliffo and Tom Duffy at the moment because they're probably wanting to see how Jackson goes. You know what I mean? They see Jackson as, like I said, a long-term viable option for 10 years for the Cows.
Yep.
They probably don't see, with respect, Cliffo or Duffy doing that for 10 years. You know what I mean? Because of the age and things like that. So, yeah, I think if not now, then when? But obviously, because of his age, and he's young and he's got a massive ceiling, he gets a bit more time to sort of evolve and play and get some experience in the halves. So I like the move from the coach. I do like the move. So, time will tell. Obviously, Tommy's going to be out this week for the Cows. Who do the Cows play this week, actually? Do they play or do they have a bye?
I think they have the bye. They have the bye.
They have the bye. That's right. So I thought they had the bye. So obviously no game this weekend. So
they play Tigers
the following week. After Origin.
Yep.
So on
Saturday.
So yeah, obviously Tom has to back up, and you think he probably will because he's playing 14 in Origin, that he probably won't play 80 minutes. But we'll see how it all plays out. But like I said, the Cowboys look flat for me. I thought they were a bit flat, and they sort of missed a lot of parts of their game. I thought, especially on their left edge, they were just too deep on a couple of times where Drinky was sort of searching down there, looking to pass, looking to play long. And I thought, they missed a couple of opportunities there. I thought Murray Talangi had a really solid game. I thought he started the game really well. It looked like he was carrying the ball really strong. It was really unfortunate for him to get that injury that's ruled him out of Origin. It was great to see Zach Laybart back. He looked great. Really looked athletic in his position, but he's only going to get better for the run coming back off an ACL injury last season. But yeah, disappointing result for the Cowboys.